What's up, guys? Today I've got with me the Neutron Watt from MVP. This is a recent release and it seems to be one that's already getting a lot of hype. A lot of people have been talking about this being the straightest flying putter there is, and so today I brought it out here. I'm at the First Baptist Augusta Disc Golf Course. I'm going to play 9 holes and see how it flies, and afterwards I'll give you my thoughts on the disc. So let's get right into it. All right, first throw with the Neutron Watt. This hole's 180 feet, dead straight ahead. Just gonna give it a nice soft toss, see what it does. Not bad, first shot ever with it, hit the pole. All right, first throw with the Watt, hit the bottom of the pole. No putting required, which is the way I like it. Good start. All right, hole 2, 220 feet. Gonna try to go straight at it again with the Watt. That looks like it's right under it as well, nice and straight. All right, walking up 2 for 2 and not having to putt. So far, it's living up to the hype in terms of being a really straight flyer, really liking it. All right, 255 feet. Really good hole to see just how straight this disc is. I'm just gonna kind of go straight at it, see what it can do. I actually have to throw this one a little harder, so we'll see how it handles it. Didn't give it enough height, but you could tell that had a little bit of flip up and it just rode straight. Lots of glide on it. I wish I'd have given that one a little more height. All right, landed a little short, but that was definitely on me, not the disc. But I'm about circle's edge here. We're gonna see how this thing actually putts. Again, on me, not the disc. All right, going to the basket up on the left. This is 285 feet, slightly uphill. It's gonna be a bit of a stretch for me to get this one there. I'm gonna have to give it a perfect flight, but just gonna rip into it and see what it does. Holy cow, that thing is straight. All right, again, not a great throw by me. Didn't give it enough height once again, so that's something I got to take into account. But outside the circle here, probably about 45 feet, so I'm going to give it another run, see how it putts. All right, hole 5 is 175 feet, right on the edge of the hill, but because there's not much of a hyzer line to it, I'm gonna have to throw a little turnover, so we'll see how it can do on just a little touch kind of turnover shot. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so we saw what it can do on a slight turnover line. Now we're on the hole 6, which is more of a hyzer. Really haven't had this shot yet, so 220 feet just about. So I'm gonna try to just coast it up there and see what it'll do. Still just wants to hold straight. Even on that hyzer, it wants to push a little forward, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not gonna have as much dump as maybe something that's more in that straight to stable category. I would say this disc definitely falls in the dead straight category. As you can tell, another good shot. This disc is pretty incredible so far. All right, this is a good hole just to showcase what this disc will do. 175 feet, a little bit downhill. Just gonna have a little touch with it, see if I can get it close. Again, it just wants to hold straight. All right, hole 8, 190 feet uphill. Pretty straight, a little bit of fade. See what it can do. It's just a good disc, man. Flies great. All right, last hole, hole 9, 245 feet. Again, dead straight, which is exactly what you want a disc like this for. We do have kind of a wind coming off the left side pushing over, so this will be a real test to see what this thing can do. So let's give it a throw. Got a rip on that one. That one is out of bounds, but you can kind of see when I threw that one hard and a little bit flatter, it had just a slight drift to it. But again, that's more on me not knowing the disc. I think if I threw this disc more, I could make that slight adjustment. We did have that wind as well. So again, really liking the flight on it. It actually held up pretty well. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it. My initial impressions of this disc is I'm very impressed with it. It's lower profile, so it feels really nice in the hand. If I had one critique of it, and this is just for me personally, this isn't really a knock on the disc, but I like putters that are not beaded. Although the Tomb is beaded, it's so low profile that it fits nicely. If this didn't have the bead, I would guarantee that it would go in my bag. But even with it, I think this is gonna have a spot. You know, my Tombs, I'm always looking for one that's a little more broken in, that flies dead straight, and I'm kind of getting there with some of mine, but they're either really flippy or they're really stable. So this is actually, I think, gonna make the bag, and it's gonna go and be my dead straight flyer. What I liked about it was it didn't matter if I was throwing it hard or at low speed, it really didn't want to fade. It was really resistant to turn as well, unless I put it on that turn. Really unique disc in that way. We don't find many like this, so all I would say is believe the hype. Definitely go pick one of these up and give it a shot. I think it's going to be good for AMs as well as for pros. So make sure to go to Infinite Disc. I don't know if they have any more in stock, but when they do, make sure to go check them out and pick yourself up a watt. But guys, that's going to do it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.